Hello everyone, my name is Tojo and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition here in the Western Approach, and we're starting off today by talking to our researcher friend over here who may or may not be suspicious.
Very unlikely that she could be nesting at this time of year. Ah, fellow researcher, how can I help you?
Translate the manuscript.
My people have translated that Tevinter manuscript.
Studies on dragon hunting patterns? Migrations? Ha! Durant's theory that dragons can't see the color blue is refuted. With those dreadful raiders out of the way, we can finally lure out the abyssal high dragon. You should have the honor, my friend. I've made note of the appropriate spots in the wastes for you to place lures. Place this bait, and then wait. It will be a momentous achievement in draconology.
I'm off to plant the bait for the High Dragon.
I cannot wait to hear your observations. You must make note of how she circles the hunting area.
We'll have to speak some other time.
This is going to end absolutely horribly for me, but let's give it a shot anyways, because why not? I only hope it's not resistant to frost. That's the weapon I'm using at the moment. We'll give this a shot, and if we die, then we'll save the dragon hunting for another episode. Because we've got the Golden Frost back in the... what was the one? The Highland Hunter, was it? In Crestwood? There's two other dragons we know of. Okay, so we gotta rebait the traps. Which are over here. At least they marked them this time. And 5.
Okay, setting traps for dragons. Why not?
Yeah, exactly, Sarah. Oh, there it is over there. Now hopefully there's some of these obstacles will come in handy. Oh, there you are. At least in the other Dragon Age games, it was fairly easy to outrange them.
I suppose we must fight it.
So, and Cassandra's almost immortal with how her guard works. So, maybe this will work out? The key is to just not get hit, right? Okay, you did one lap. Okay, well, those obstacles do not help. It doesn't seem to be resistant to frost, so that's good. Ooh, how hot. Cassandra, can you taunt it? Oh, it's got guard. What is that? Ooh, oh. No, 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 no. Okay, I can't outrange it. Not a good idea. Rez, Rez, Rez. Please, Rez. Please, please, Rez. Rez, please. Okay, so I've got to stay somewhat off to the side then if he's going to suck people in like that. Woohoo, that's a tail. It looks like if you hit their head enough, it interrupts whatever attack you're about to do. So that's good to know. I guess spending a year playing Monster Hunter paid off with this, because you kind of have to read their movements, and I read that wrong! Ooh! I like this new dragon AI. Well, new, this game's been out for a bit, but still. Hell yeah! Look at that! Abyssal High Dragon out the way. That's probably not going to be that bad then. Nameless Blade, Armor Penetration, Dragon Gland, Dragon Tooth, Dragon Scales, Dragon Bone. Nice! Alright, well that's a good start to the episode. Let's head back to... what's his name? First dragon kill of the game, and it's a high dragon. And what was it, level 14, 13-ish? What level am I? I'm 14 now?
It seems very unlikely that she could be nesting at this time of year. Ah, fellow researcher, how can I help you?
I killed it!
The high dragon attacked me when I planted the bait. I'm afraid it's dead.
She attacked? How wonderful! You had a first-hand view of her behavior. Did you take any notes on her aggressive posturing? I suppose you wouldn't have. No matter. I should very much like to interview you. At a later time, of course. I could join your Inquisition. My expertise could be of use, and your scouts could help me find other specimens.
Part of me thinks I should not, because he might be a spy, but I'm gonna say yes anyways, because that might be interesting.
I'm sure the Inquisition could use a draconologist.
Excellent. I'm sure my research will be of great use to you.
If he is a spy, he's a very, very blatant one. Also, the dragon attack was literally right over the hill. You could have, like, perched up behind the rock over here and, taken a look. It was a massive dragon. You're not gonna miss it. With that said, though, let's head back up north and see if we can get into that other keep that's been behind closed doors in Sulphur Fields. Okay, just walked out of Griffin Wing Keep, and there's a new tower where the sulfur fuel should be. It seems to be venting it, so that's good. There's one over there too. Alright, so we did 2 zones then. This was the one that led to the Darkspawn area, right? Or where the Darkspawn were coming through?
Don't worry, your worship. We'll hold the bridge against them.
Speaking of... Wasn't there a thing towards the fields that I was choking on to get last time? Somewhere? Is that more this way? I don't know. Anyways, we've got stuff to do.
Inquisitor?
There's our ocularium. 1, 2. Nice. Oops, that was the wrong button. I will grab those at a later time. Let's keep making our way over this way. Jesus, Sarah. Okay, and I think this might be the last Astrarium in the area. So no. Shit, no. Bum. Bum. Yeah. Fenrir, called White Wolf in common parlance, Fenrir has always been considered an oddity among the scholars, primarily because wolves have no special place within the ancient adventure folklore. To many, this represents a strong argument that the Imperium deliberately supplanted older elven constellation names, in the case of Fenrir, in alignment with the elven trickster god, Fen'Harel, would be logical. Others claim a much older Neriminian tale of a wolf escaping hunter by fleeing into the sky exists, but the legend's veracity has never been proven. Cool. There's definitely a camp set up here. So, is the Minotauri able to escape the Darkspawn, or are they working? Well, I mean, of course they're working with the Darkspawn. What are they even saying? They're with Corypheus.
Stay on guard.
Okay, another Tevinter ruin.
should seal the tunnel before more darkspawn join us.
Are we gonna magic wood it again? Ooh, magic iron.
The tunnel was open from the outside. Someone was digging here.
If it was something from the other, someone's digging here. Do we assume that the Venator were trying to dig out another entrance for the Darkspawn, or are not all Darkspawn under the command of Corypheus? Because there's human corpses here, and is it safe to assume that only the Venatori have been digging down here? I can't make head or tail of this on. That looks Venatori. So it is interesting that even though Corypheus has command over Darkspawn, that his forces don't seem to be safe from them.
That Herlock will put up a fight. Stand ready. Remember to come back here also. Because all I need is a Inquisition perk to get that, but I don't remember exactly how I unlock it. Because I'm pretty sure it has prerequisites. It's fine. If the pattern holds up between the other games, then nothing imperative is going to be behind a locked door. Missing slave. In Tevinter, a slave is invisible. Even though the entire empire rests on our backs, our hands built the walls of Menthrathos and chariots while on the crumbling roads. Scribes like myself take dictation and write letters that shift the balance of power. My daughter, Leonora, a kitchen slave, works night and day so Magister Delphine isn't troubled by a torn robe or a cold supper. Normally, I meet Leonora about the kitchens, but it has been days since our paths crossed. No one has seen her. I cannot but think of the old stories that cross the slave markets like lightning. How centuries ago the ancients built their cities with blood magic, raising the very towers and walls with terrible rituals, using their lives as fuel. Thousands of slaves were sacrificed and were forced to the altars of the old gods. Magister Delphine's perfect marble-faced mansion likely stands on the back of 100 voiceless elves. But that was a different time. Andraste's word against blood magic made the practice all but forbidden and shunned. Though he may punish, few slaves are dragged into the altar milked of blood without at least some reprimand. Yet Leonora is missing, and Magister Delphine seems different. She carries an aura she never had before, and rumors fly that a bitter rival has been publicly humiliated in a duel of magic. Through my grief, I fear, I know that my Leonora's life was the price. I ache to speak as an equal with Magister Delphine, to demand answers, but such an audience should be a joke to her. No one sees a slave. It was written in the Blessed Age. I'm still not sure what the progression of age is in. I know we're currently in the Dragon Age, but I don't know what the age was before, like the previous one. The faded ink of this parchment suggests it is from a prison's records. Let none be so foolish as to deny the power born of affection. Mark my words, for death would only bear a martyr. Persuade Taos to speak the truth. Permit that honeyed tongue to undo its own mischief. They think to question the Archon's authority, to deny his reach. Will they do so once their beloved Lunia sings the Magister's praises? Should Talvis prove unreasonable, remove her teeth. One wonders how much charm she will have without a handsome smile. Okay.
You hear?
I heard. Did you hear? What's rumbling in this place? There was nothing to indicate this place was built over an old Deep Road's entrance. While the complications with Darkspawn were unfortunate, we've dealt with the pact that emerged, and I will hear no further talk of it. We have enough to secure the South Dig site. You will continue to work with the corridors, and you will do so without complaint. Alternatively, we could use you as a distraction should more Darkspawn hinder our efforts. You serve Corypheus either way, Service. So Service is still alive, I think.
They've been excavating. I take it breaking into Darkspawn tunnels wasn't part of the plan.
But Corypheus doesn't have command over the Darkspawn, apparently. Is there something else like Mother or the Architect around that's interfering with that? Because they've started breaking off and forming clans, as best I can understand it. Similar, if you've played StarCraft 2, the Zerg campaign, after the Queen of Blades was defeated and her hold over the hive mind was disrupted, the queens under her started, you know, taking in whatever Zergs they could get their hands on, you know, maintain control over. So you ended up with different factions of Zerg that you ended up having to go and like reunite when the Queen of Blades returned.
That explains how the Venatori escaped the Darkspawn.
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
No,
The
never.
men here were laborers. Someone must have been coordinating their efforts. I doubt they stuck around to fend off Darkspawn.
You'll do well to muzzle your doubt. Our information was passed down to Licinius from Corypheus' most trusted servant. Be grateful you were chosen to come at all. Think of the power locked in these weights. We need only to find it. Once liberated, we shall never rely on tinctures of lyrium or crude blood work again. Is that not worth any risk, to become a little god like ourselves? Tell me the thought holds no appeal. We must exhaust every lead, however faint it may be. To do less is to dishonor him. I must check our progress at the Echoback Fort. I expect a full progress report upon my return, Service. So they're still trying to find ways to tap the Fade? Because looking back over it in editing, I figured that the temple we ran to whenever we first got into the Western Approach seemed to be... Like, at first I thought that was like current Venatori activities, but it seems that the Frozen in Time thing happened like ancient Tevinter ago. And the current Venatori were trying to track down the source, you know, see if they can make use of it kind of thing. So it wasn't all one isolated incident. It was something that happened in the past that people were trying to go back and find, and then we put a stop to. So are they still trying to do something like that, I guess? And I do believe we had a conversation with Solus a while back, talking about what the world would be like without the veil, if the Fade and the world were to overlap completely, and that seems to be like they're trying to do that on a smaller scale to
So set up
siphon
camp
power.
and keep moving.
Yeah, we'll set up camp, it's fine. To siphon power from the Fade. Because if the Fade overlapped with the real world, the mages would be able to literally reshape the world as ever they saw fit. Which is a little bit terrifying. And not having to rely on lyrium or blood to power their spells and just force of will everything. Okay, let's see what's happening.
And of course, it's giants. At least they're big targets.
They're not going to attack. What's happening over there? I'm not now, Bargeist. Those decrying our ambitions to reclaim our lands decry history. What was not once under the watchful eye of the Archons, the wisdom of the true divine, or the justice of the Magisterium? Idle Orlais, graceless Ferelden, even vain Antifa were ours in ages past. Tevinter's imprint is present in every corner of their degenerate cultures, whether it be music, poetry, architecture, mathematics, or any art that stirs the human spirit. Were our empire to stretch its arms again, this tide of southern decadence would at last be stopped and corrected by the superior minds of the Imperium. Am I even going the right way anymore? Ooh, hello. Neat. And there's a door we can open. Lovely. I think this is the northernmost one, yeah? Yeah, there's Griffinwing Keep. Nice. There's 3 of those, and a Fate Rift. Ooh, what's in here? Yay, a quarry. Nice. Oh, the wrong way! Oh, this is what it looks like when you're actually playing it, okay. Okay, that's sorted.
Hey, Solus. Droopy ears says what?
Excuse me?
Ugh, you're no fun.
What the hell, Sarah? And this should be that first gate we found whenever we first got here. Gates of Toth.
gate is carved with symbols of Thoth, the old god of fire. Okay, we still have to track down Severus, which I can only assume he's in here somewhere. Inventory brutes. What else are we dealing with? Come outside. There's Severus.
The Venatori will not easily recover now. It should make our own hold on the region stronger.
Nice. And
something
he's
here.
not dead.
Still breathing. He's resilient, I'll give him that.
He could still be of use if we interrogate him.
Yeah, let's take him.
Have some of the troops bring him in. I'll deal with him back at Skyhold.
Yeah, apparently at Skyhold, if you sit on the throne, you can judge the criminals that you take hold of. We can spend an episode doing some of that, because I'm pretty sure we have Alexius still in the cell somewhere. Found of an inscription remains on one of the stones. It reads, "Last up was civilization before the abyss." That was whispering at me. You guys hear that? Elegantly written letter. Magister Nefarious. Verantium Office of the Praetor. Dear Madam, I've been informed that you are looking for an experienced administrator to organize your lead mining enterprises in 4 kingdoms. Lead, which one? I humbly present myself as a candidate for the vacancy. I have extensive experience in the overseer of multiple archaeological digs in the Western Approach, and have successfully managed several mercenary army ventures simultaneously. At present, I am seeking new employment opportunities in less arid climes as far as possible from the Inquisition. Please see my attached resume for further credential. Yours, Gracious Severus. Were you trying to leave Corypheus? Balefire.
I think Blackwood would
Archdeacon
have liked to
Farm.
have been here for this.
I hear it. It's over here. Master Frostrike. Nice. What else is up here? Because I completely missed over this if I wasn't looking for the rune. The last Astrarium. I thought we already did that. Apparently there was one more. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I think I messed this up already. Yeah, I did. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I messed it up again. Okay. Guess I missed that.
There we go. Saturnalia, referred to as either Satina after the moon or Saturnalia after the holiday. In common parlance, the constellation Saturnalis has always been depicted by its celebrants, a seated man playing a lyre. It should be noted that in ancient winter, the constellation was known as Mortimalis, was represented by a warrior holding aloft a head, usually that of an elf. The movement to officially rename it took hold in the Divine Age, and after 800 years, the original was all but forgotten. Okay, and if that was the last one, it should have opened up a vault somewhere. If we're all wrapped up over here, I think we can go grab that real quick. I'm gonna find the thing over here. So yeah, let's go find the vault and then we'll close out the episode. Now, there is... Whenever we opened up, you know, like the sulfur fields and stuff like that, and the Darkspawn pit, it did, or things of that nature, did open up new areas. Why am I trying to jump up this way? There's a ladder right here. It did open up new areas surrounding the western approach on the war table, like new areas that we could venture into. I think we're going to start heading into some of those and some of the side areas, because I don't want to go too far in the story without, you know, I don't want to miss out on too much of the side stuff going on, because I do like the world building in this game. And there's something to the south of Ferelden. We have, like, you know, agents missing we were supposed to go find, and we haven't really looked at the Storm Coast at all, aside from going there to see Iron Bull. So I think the next couple episodes are probably going to be spent doing that before we head on with the Grey Wardens and the Empress of Orlais. West Hill Brandy, note of black currant, notes of black currant with honeysuckle finish, also tastes like brandy. Oh, is this that this is that picnic we were reading about, the little lovers evening out, I guess. I don't know, we found it in some documents in the area. And the vault is right beneath it. Anything good? Why am I in combat? Bloody hyena. Anyways.
Shall we see what we found? Feel another of the elven artifacts.
You mean that one there?
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Open plate and enchanting. Nice. And a rune. Master Fire Rune. Mosaic piece. Who's been here recently that torches are still lit? That always bugs me in games. I guess we can assume the Venatori, but how'd they get past the seal? Anyways. So that's it for this episode. In the next coming episodes, we're going to be dealing with the surrounding areas we unlocked while trying to get into the Venatori fortress over there. We catch up with that and some of the other side zones we've been ignoring until now. But yeah, until then, my name's been Tocho. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!